Today I'm going to be getting my Vanagon ready to take out of winter storage. It is finally May, which means that it is time to pull the van out, and I am very excited to get it on the road. And there's just a few things I need to do before I take the hour-long drive back home with the van. So first I'm going to take down the pop top because I don't want it to get wet, and I'm giving the van a bath. I don't really care for it to be super clean or anything, but where it spent a few months under a tree last fall while it wasn't running, and then I ended up keeping it out until January, it ended up getting like really dirty. Not the body, but the pop top. There's like a bit of a texture in it, and there's like just like a bunch of dirt and stain in it. So anyways, I'm going to scrub that out, and I might as well clean the body a little bit while I'm at it. See, if you look, it has like all this like black stuff in it, and then some like algae kind of growing along the bottom. So I'm going to clean that off. I'm not recommending this method. Dish soap. It's watered down because I'm out of dish soap, and I don't have car soap and a mop. Now, if my paint was in better condition, would I do this? Probably, yeah. Probably still, but it's not. So I'm not gonna scratch it anymore or anything. It's already like trash. I got this at Canadian Tire. They should sponsor me at this point. I have spent my whole life savings at freaking Canadian Tire. So next I'm going to spray this iron fallout remover on the van. It kind of just like makes the little rust spots turn purple, and then I rinse it off. Apparently it helps. So to show you what I mean, see the purple that kind of streaks down? It makes all that rust fall off or something. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure what this does, but it turns rust purple. So yeah. Down here is a really classic place to rust, so I just sprayed it with that as well. As you can see, there's lots of purple there. Here's the poor bay. I wish I could push it over so I could give it a bath today too, but I even tried straightening up all the wheels and then pushing it, and I still couldn't get it to move. So maybe the dollies are just shit. I don't know. A couple minutes now, so I just gotta rinse it off. I did all this during my COVID isolation, so my lunch is pretty hurtin' because I was running out of groceries and couldn't go to the store. I forgot to film the part before I put on the sticker, but I did use a degreaser before putting it on so that the sticker would stick well. Guys, this looks so much better. I literally can't. It looks like a brand new buff. Now that I had dealt with the few aesthetic things I wanted to get done for this spring, I now had to deal with my gas pedal being a bit like crunchy. It kind of feels like my gas pedal has arthritis without any better way to explain it. So anyways, I just checked underneath my throttle cable and that looks fine. Okay, I just got the cover back on and now I need to put my spare tire back in this thing and then lift it up and connect it. Only the most stylish socks. Christmas wiener dogs. I promise I can lift a tire. This is just a terrible angle. Surprisingly enough, this is actually the first time that I myself have dropped the spare tire on my van. And I really struggled to get it back up. It's really tight and I got under there and looked at what it might be kind of jamming up against. Anyway, so if anyone has any tips on how to make this fit better or something, please let me know. Today marks the last day of my COVID isolation, so I'm just soaking up my last little bit of alone time before heading back into the city. I made it back to town, but the excitement didn't last for long because I realized I was dripping quite a bit of oil, and then I realized that I don't even have an oil drain plug. It was this weird kind of plumbing thing, and as you can see, the seal on it, which used to be, circled around there, has a huge split in it, so I was dripping quite a bit of oil. This hiccup then sent me on a 48-hour wild goose chase for a oil drain plug that would fit in my 1985 vehicle. So I'm currently going to screw this $60 drain plug into my van, and if it does not work, God help me. So I just screwed in the new cap, and I'll show you. And by cap I meant drain plug. But so it's kind of a weird one that has like an oil drain option on it. That's like what that goes into. But it went in, and I put about half a liter of oil in there and no dripping so far. So I'm just gonna call that sealed. And I don't know why there was a funny one in there considering this looks fine and it went in and it wasn't stripped out. But no. Is it still leaking? Looks like it is. Ugh. I mean, obviously it's leaking a lot less, but there's not a proper seal being made. You can see it coming down right here. So I just took out that fancy bad drain plug and I put in a new one. And I think it's sealing. It has a rubber washer on it. And I think it provides like a more cushiony seal than the copper ones. So Anyways, I'm gonna check back in like half an hour and make sure there's no oil on it. So I checked back later that night and the next morning to see if the leak had came back, and it didn't, so this issue is fixed. Stop signs. Like always, guys, feel free to like, subscribe, and check out my other social media.